Hello everybody. I wanted to take a moment to share with you one of my favorite tools and practices for working with body pain and physical illness. One of the most powerful things about the guided imagery that I'm going to share with you today is that our body, our minds, and our spirits cannot distinguish between real and imagined. So guided imagery is a powerful way to enact healing on a deep cellular and molecular level. And the imagery that I'm going to share with you today is one that I like to use when I'm working on boosting my immune system, or perhaps fighting off a cold or a virus. When we think about a virus and colds and bacteria, they're these small, invisible little invaders that require a host to live. Sometimes those invasions can be very short-lived, as with a common cold or regular influenza, or they can be longer-lived and latent, like some viruses are. But the bottom line is that a virus, colds, the flu, even allergies and sinusitis, the presence of these in the human body taxes our immune system. And it's very common when this is happening for feelings of insecurity, anger, frustration, discouragement, hopelessness, powerlessness. It's very common for all sorts of feelings to arise, and especially in light of what's going on right now. Events are being canceled, and sometimes our illnesses and viruses and even body pains require us to miss certain activities or experiences that we were really looking forward to. So it's also really common for people to feel disappointment. And so I'm going to give you today one of my favorite imageries that has been adapted from one of my mentors who does a lot of work in quantum healing, Deanna Minnick. And this is really specifically focused on boosting your immune system. So as we go throughout the imagery, I really want to encourage you to make this yours. Take all the time you need for any pieces of the process. If at any point in time you feel like pausing the imagery so that you can savor what's happening inside of you, please feel free to do so and resume the imagery when you feel ready. And one last thing before I start. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do imagery. Trust whatever comes in your system. Even though I may offer a suggestion or examples to work with, trust what comes inside of you. There's no way to do this wrong. So when you feel ready, go ahead and take some time to get yourself settled into your space. There's no right or wrong way to be for the guided imagery. If lying down feels more comfortable for you, please do so. If sitting or standing is what you need right now, I want to give you support for that. But just take all the time that you need to get yourself settled in and as comfortable as you can. And when you feel ready, go ahead and close your eyes and just begin to notice your breath. To the extent that you can, don't push or pull on your breath, just let it be however it's happening, and just bring awareness to it. Is your breath happening easily today? Or does it feel a little more labored? Perhaps you notice that you're breathing more shallowly up in your chest, or some of you may be able to breathe more deeply down in the belly or diaphragm space. There's no right or wrong way. Just bring awareness to what's happening for you. Pay attention to the rise and the fall of your chest as you breathe, and to any sounds around you. And as you begin to center inside, you might begin to become aware of body sensations that you hadn't noticed before. If this fits for you, you can imagine sending those body sensations a little extra breath, or light, or life, or energy. Not to change them or make them to go away, simply to acknowledge that they're there. Body sensations are one of the ways that our body talks to us. So as you begin to connect more deeply inside, I want you to just feel how your body is in contact with some piece of the earth, some piece of the ground. Whether you're lying down, you pay attention to how the backside of your body is connected to the ground, which is connected to the earth. Or whether you're standing or sitting, just bring awareness to grounding firmly into the earth through your body. If you'd like, you can move your feet back and forth slightly until you've found a comfortable position and perhaps even feel a little energy going. Or if you're lying down, you can wiggle your body until you feel settled and rooted into the earth. And with your attention at the bottom of your body, down at your feet, I want you to imagine that you can bring healing energy up from the earth, whether it's in the form of liquid, light, energy, smoke, or gas. Go ahead and imagine that this life energy is streaming up from the crystalline core at the heart of the earth. And you can see it move all the way up, layer by layer, through the earth's crust, until it arrives at the soles of your feet. And once there, when you feel ready, go ahead and imagine the energy moving up into your bones and spreading all throughout your body. As it's settling into your body, you might imagine that it is penetrating into the bone marrow, into the tissues, into your cells, into your bloodstream. See this energy traveling up through your legs, moving up into your torso, through your arms and down, out into your fingers, spreading up into your neck, into your head. And as this energy and light is traveling all throughout your body, you might imagine that you can see it beginning to pool and collect in your root chakra. Much like water, which moves into all the nooks and crannies, you can imagine tiny rivulets of this light and energy flowing throughout your body, weaving their way among each and every cell, so that every cell is touched by their presence. And as this energy and light is traveling throughout your body, you can imagine that it contains luminescence and powerful healing energies, such that in every place that it comes into contact, it is able to zap anything that's detrimental to you, including and especially viruses. You can watch how it begins to destroy any and all viruses, as well as other toxins inhabiting your body that are not of the highest good, whether it's on the physical, emotional, spiritual level. So give yourself some time right now to let this healing energy locate all of the viruses and toxins that are in need of being addressed today. You can go ahead and pause the imagery if you'd like. When you feel ready, you can imagine that as all of these viruses are collected and contained, that they are transported into the pool of light down in the core center of your body. And as they are collecting in this space, the healing energy in this pelvic basin zaps any kind of toxins or detrimental impacts that they could have. And their energy is transmuted into one of protection and boundaries, vigilance and safety. And the pooled, transformed light you can imagine begins to spin around clockwise in your root chakra. And then streaks of it are sent like shooting stars up into your torso, into your head, to your arms, and out into your fingers, and down into your legs, into your feet and your toes, until every part of you is saturated with protection from any unnecessary invaders. And as this is happening, your immune system becomes strengthened by the presence of this healing energy from the earth. It becomes charged and active. Your immune system becomes ready to defend your body systems appropriately. And these shafts of protective light begin to radiate out in all directions through your head, your arms, your legs, through the front of your body, behind you, up and down, and now extend beyond the boundaries of your physical body. And as this healing light and energy pours out from these directions, creates a radiance, and a glow of this protective light begins to spread all around you in the form of an egg shape or a bubble. And the material is like fine mist, and it allows that which is good and true and beneficial to enter into your space, into your sphere. And it wards off anything that will drain you of your vital energy. There's nothing you have to do to stay on top of this. This fine protective bubble and egg knows exactly what needs to come in and what exactly needs to stay out. And if you need to renew and reset your protective spirit anytime, all you have to do is rapidly raise your hands simultaneously and clap them over your head and let them fall quickly back down to your sides. And you can repeat that action at least 10 to 15 times to renew your sphere, to energize the energy of protection, and to stimulate your lymph system. And go ahead now and take some time to envision this glowing, white, energetic protective mist, and stay with it now for a little bit of time. And when it feels like enough, or you just feel ready to wrap up the imagery, you may go ahead and let yourself do that. You might start by very gently beginning to come back into the outside world through your body. So again, noticing the places where your body is in contact with the earth, or the chair, or the couch. You can become again aware gently of the sounds around you. You might begin to notice your breath. Take all of the time that you need to gently begin to transition back to the outside world. And when you feel ready to be all the way back, you can let that happen and open your eyes. But take all of the time that you need. And I would encourage you right now to go back to this imagery for 1 or 2 minutes, 3 to 4 times a day right now, or any time that you feel yourself beginning to become ill, or just in need of extra immunity, safety, and protection. So take all the time that you need